Guys, so today we are talking about the spider curl. This curl is actually really good for isolating your biceps if done correctly. The issue is a lot of people don't do this correctly. They allow momentum to take over the game. What we're going to look at today is exactly what the biceps do, their range of motion, and how we can manipulate that to suit ourselves when it comes to doing this exercise here. So, what do we know about the biceps? Goes over two joints. Goes over our elbow joint and up into our shoulder. It allows and helps for shoulder flexion. Now, why that's important for us is shoulder flexion is the ability to bring your arm forward. That's the position that we're going to be sitting in when we do this exercise. So we're going to manipulate that portion of the lift. However, what we need to do and remember is that we need to create stability because our biomechanic law, and our biomechanic law is that the least stable bone will always move to the most stable bone. So we want to create stability before we get ahead of the stability, and we also know that insertion. So we know that the bicep will insert into this position here, but it originates up there, and a muscle will always pull to the origin, not pull to the insertion. So the bicep's always going to pull up, right? So that makes it vitally important that we stabilize this bone here. That makes this one our least stable bone, and it's going to pull up. Now normally whenever we get you to do a bicep exercise, we're going to pull back and down. We're going to pin our arms either to our body or to the bench that we're on. However, in this particular one, we're actually going to allow a little bit of shoulder flexion to allow greater contraction. So we'll dive into this exercise now. First things first, when we set up, we want to make sure that our feet are nice and wedged in. We're actually going to use our legs to grip the bench so we keep a nice sturdy body. Now, with our arms, what we're looking for is we don't want to be straight underneath we don't want to be straight up and down. Although our line of pull wants to be straight up and down, we don't want our arms to be dangling straight underneath our shoulders. And the reason being is because when we get to this point, there's no tension here. Like I could hold on I could hold this bar, and there's nothing going on. So we're going to manipulate our shoulder flexion position by slightly bringing our elbows forward, and this will help you keep control and eliminate that swaying. The reason why people can generate momentum out of this exercise is purely because there's no gravitational force in a horizontal plane, which simply means that they can move the bar quite freely and easily to about this position before they need to come up. So we're going to pull our shoulder blades back and down, and our arms are going to want to dangle straight down. We're going to allow them to come slightly forward, and it's from this position that is our start position. From here, we're going to keep our nice straight line of pull, so our arms are going to come up nice and straight. Now, there's two ways you can create that. One, you can get right over the top and allow your arms to fall where they naturally fall. Or two, you can slide slightly further down, tuck your elbows into the bench, and it will create nice straight arms for you. It is genuinely a preference. So I tend to go a bit higher, but probably to the top of the bench, and actually use the bench ever so slightly as my point of reference. So I keep those arms nice and tight. I'm allowing my arms to come slightly forward, and from here I am going to place a bit of tension through the bar, through my pinkies, to allow that external rotation. By taking your pinky to the outside of your shoulder, we actually start to engage a great deal more of our bicep by engaging the short head of the bicep. So you can see here, if my arms go up and down, there's not a great deal, but if I come up, I can get a far better and greater contraction by simply thinking about taking my pinkies to the outsides of my shoulder. So let's go through the motion. Grabbing hold of the bar, and we're setting up our hands so we have a nice straight line of pull. Now you can do that by simply just allowing your hands to fall naturally where they are. Pulling my shoulder blades back and down, tucking my legs in. I'm now going to push take the bar slightly forward, and this is my end point. There is a lot of tension through my biceps. From here, I'm thinking about squeezing hard through the pinkies and taking them to the outside. Although I don't actually literally take them to the outside, you will feel that your hands are going like this. So you're creating almost a bit of a cowabunga feel and bending the bar towards the roof, I feel like. So again, shoulder blades back and down. We're going to, with our pinkies, create a bit of tension or a bit of force pushing up, coming up like so. Now it is awfully important that when you come back down that you control the negative and you don't allow the bar just to drop. And the reason being is because, well, two reasons. One, you've lost tension, and one of the primary principles of muscle growth is time under tension. But also too is that if your weight drops down, you're going to lose the tension through your muscle and put it all through your joint. And over a period of time, you're going to get yourself into strife when it comes to elbow pain. So, for our final setup, we're going to lock our feet in, grip the bench with our legs, have our elbows slightly forward, and we're going to create tension through our hands by pushing our pinkies up towards the roof as if we're trying to bend the bar. From here, we're going to curl up, control the negative, and back up again. And you can see how I'm not ending up down here, I'm ending still in front of my eye line. So I'm down and up. A great way to think about this is that I'm pushing the bar forward, lengthening, pushing the bar forward, and up and down like that. And team, that is how you go about doing yourself a spider curl. I hope you enjoy it.